I've been reading The Story of My Experiments with Truth by Mahatma Gandhi. And just to give context, I had picked up this book when I was in the 7th or 8th grade and had started reading it in our school library. And I've gone through a couple of chapters and they were really intriguing because at that point of time I only had heard amazing thing about Gandhiji, right? So it was like, oh my god, such a great person. And imagine they have regrets that from their youth, they're so truthful, they're so amazing, things like that. And recently I started reading it again, and I started feeling like the book is nothing but the ramblings of an old person, like how you would find any other old person rambling about their past. I've personally seen from experience that people tend to downplay what they did wrong in their younger selves, if that makes sense. Like when you're older, you tend to, first of all, the person who is narrating a story about themselves tends to put themselves on the good side, right? Like them, obviously it's from their POV, so it's going to sound more appealing to take their side when it comes to conflict resolution, stuff like that. But I just started feeling like, hey, maybe Gandhi isn't worth the hype that because he just used to, in the first few chapters. I think the entire book, the style of the book itself, took me a while to get used to because of its sheer simplicity. There's no complicated. After all, the man is a lawyer, right? He was a lawyer, so I can't expect uh, novelty or some literary devices or things that make me feel different. This is just an account, as he had clearly stated with the title itself, of his life, the way he saw it. That's literally what an autobiography means. This is, by the way, this is my first time reading an autobiography, so I'm the noob here. Regardless, I think as the story progressed, like he's written so candidly. Honestly, he's I like it now. I love the I don't even feel like putting it down. Like and I just want to keep reading how this man shaped the history, little history of my country, right? It's it's amazing. And his self actualizations, his some of his inner conflicts, some of the things that he was deeply troubled by, are things that I think most of us have thought about or pondered about, or even just, just wondered about at some point in our lives. And it feels like, yes, you know people can just, there is a possibility that you can just not brush off something that is rubbing wrong against your conscience and actually work on it. And this man, by sheer determination and in summary, it's just renunciation, right? Renunciation of something that would make his life easier but is against his principles. I think that is what this autobiography is about. It's really inspiring right now. Yeah. If people say don't judge a book by its cover, I don't think, yeah, that's true. And I also think that people shouldn't judge a book by its first few chapters as well. Yeah. So I will keep you guys updated.